YouTube world. It's June, your Tarot Queen. Hope everybody is doing well today. I just got back from a Sullivan County Democratic luncheon. Very interesting, to say the least. I got a list of offices I can run for if I find the time. So I hope everybody can get on and enjoy the live chat that we got going on today. I hope everybody is got their sun kissed and ready to roll. I'm going to use the mermaid deck today and try to keep up, if you know what I mean. So, if anybody is out there, hello. If anybody has a question, I'll be happy to answer it if I can, or I'll ask the universe. Sometimes I put my own 2 cents worth in there, but at least I tell you when I do that. I'm not sure of any protests coming up, at least not now. Tomorrow is our horoscope Sunday fun day. It's also Kevin and I's anniversary. We'll be married 16 years tomorrow at around 2:30ish. We'll have been married 16 years. So that's pretty good. I'm going to be using the Mermaid Tarot today. Feeling a little watery. So if anybody's out there, please join me. Let's talk. Let's talk whatever you want to talk about. I know that as soon as we reach 2,200 or 2,500 subscribers, we're going to be giving away the beautiful quilt made by Eleanor back here. It's very soft and very warm, and I think it's just beautiful. Somebody's going to be very, very lucky. There's still, unfortunately, no update on Sammy. I have walked around. Hi, Brian. I hope you're doing well. I have walked around and seen if I could find him. And, I'm kind of afraid to ask the cards. Hi, Alicia for life. I hope you're doing good. Hello, Miguel. I hope you're doing well. Hi, Eleanor. Oh, I'm so glad to see my Eleanor on here. Hi, Ryan. Hi, God is King. That's the only king we need, right? I hope you're good. Hope everybody got their sun kissed and keep themselves hydrated. Oh, thank you for subscribing, Brian. I appreciate that. Because, you could win this beautiful quilt. Your name will go into the bowl. And hi, Doomslayer. Oh, okay, well, at least you got something. At least you got something. So does anybody have a question for me? Well, thank you. I'm sure you're cute too. I hope that still counts. Yeah, it counts. It counts. It sure does. Everything's cool. So thank you, Eleanor. I appreciate you tracking the names for me because, it's hard for me sometimes. So anybody have a question for universe, or anybody want me to read on something? I hope Gina T is on, and Maureen Brown and the twins. I hope they're on and can watch. I did reach out to them. We plan on doing. Hi, Elfaza. Hope you're doing well. I did reach out to the twins, and we are going to try to do another collaboration together. I'm not real sure when they have time. I think they've had anniversaries this time too. So anyway, um, does anybody have a question on anything? Politics, love life, money, anything, moving, whatever. And I do accept donations. If you want to donate, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. This is totally, up to you as the person. There is no, like I said, no update on Sammy. About your job related. Okay, let's see about Allies job related question. Job related. Let's see. What does universe need to tell Ally? I can't pronounce your name, so I think universe knows who I'm talking about. The one who asked a question about job related things. Let's see what it has to say. And I'm so sorry, my name punctuation is not really great. Call me Allie. Okay, I'll call you Allie. Or Ally. Allie. I think you're an ally. Ooh. You need to listen to your intuition when it comes to your job, I'll tell you that. And also, I will tell you, without risk, there is no gain. So if you don't take some calculated risk, you won't gain anything. If you just sit back and just do the bare minimum, then that's what you're going to get in return, is the bare minimum. And if you're looking for a job, you got to get out there, take some risk, and maybe do something that you hadn't done before. Listen to your intuition, though, when you're going out there. And you can usually, if you'll focus above your interviewer's head, you can read their aura, which you can tell if they're in a good mood or a bad mood. Like if it's smoky gray, you might not want to get personal, or you just stick to business. And if it's like purple or passion, you can kind of read their mood basically by their aura, because your aura does change colors depending on your mood. Hi, Gina T, my girl. Glad to see you on here. And if anybody wants to give me permission that is a subscriber to our channel, and I say our, I got a mouse in my pocket, but anyway, if anybody wants to say, that I can do a bonus reading for them at the end of my readings that I do throughout the week, I will be happy to do that. So, you just have to let me know if you want me to, and I'll put you on the list. I got one started, so that's pretty cool. And I've done a couple of them already, and we'll see. Anyway, if we can keep this going, it'd be great, wouldn't it? So let's see what else it has to say about Zafar's job stuff. So far, you've gotten two cards. That was the risk-taking card and the major arcana, which was the High Priestess, which was telling you to listen to your intuition. Hi, Ashley. Can I get mod, please? Mod. I don't know what mod is. Is that short for something? I don't know what mod is. Hi, Alexander. I hope you're doing well. I believe that's it for, let's see, Zad. You have been subscribed for 5 years to my channel? That's pretty cool. Thank you, Ashley. I appreciate that. Ashley Norfeet. This is for, wow, thank you. So you've been watching me for a long time, even before I, really knew what I was doing. Thank you, Ashley. I appreciate that. Um, Allie, uh, this is the Eight of Pentacles. It is um, reverse. So this is telling me that you're you're not really putting in all you could put in. So I think that you need to step it up a little bit. And then you got your another major arcana card, which talks about your voice. It's not really being heard. I certainly will, Fabia. I think Ashley might want one before you. I'm not positive, but I will definitely do you too, and Eleanor will probably keep me straight. Can I promote you to a new rank? I'm not sure. I should be able to. I don't know how, but I'll research it, and or somebody maybe can tell me how to do that. I would love to do that. Um, because you've been with me from the start. I mean, very start. Wow. Anyway, for Allie here, it says that your voice isn't being heard. So if you're asking for um, a new or a raise or a new position or something like that, they're not hearing you. They're not paying attention to what you're saying. So either say it a different way or show them your worth, because you are worth your weight in gold, and you need to show them that, because sometimes people don't see. They don't pay attention. They've got their own little bubble going on, and they're not very observant. So you got to show them, not just tell them, or not just ask them. And then you have the Four of Pentacles. Now, I'm not saying you have to tell them everything. You can hold some things back to yourself. You don't have to be like a tattletale, or you don't have to tell them everything you know. Um, uh, just, be, you know, tell them some things, tell them the important things and what your worth is. So that's it for Ally. And I think Ashley is next. Is that correct? Is Ashley? Uh, Ashley, are you next? You're ready? Okay, Ashley's next. Okay, and then Fabin. I don't know. I can't remember. Yeah, I think Ashley is next, and then Fabia. I think that's how you say your name. But this is for Ashley, who has been tuned into my channel for 5 years, which is when you are so welcome, Allie. I hope it helped. So, universe, what do you have to say to Ashley Norfleet, who has been watching my channel forever and a day? And I would love to be able to give you a higher standing than I have. I obviously didn't know that. I wonder, is your thing set on private, your YouTube? Because if it is, I can't see that you've even subscribed. Ooh, I just saw some energy fly by. Ashley, huh? That looks like that energy might have been for you, because I haven't seen any until I said your name. So, wow. Hello, Muncherish children. Hello, children. I cannot pronounce your name. Okay, do you want to say the question, or do you want me to just read and see what it says? 3. Or is that a heart? I'm not sure. All right. This is for Ashley. Universe, what do you want to tell Ashley? I love you. That's the question here. Well, thank you. I love you too. All right. Are you asking about your love life, Ashley? Let's see what the cards have to say to you. Whew. Well, you don't get pulled, that's for certain. Okay, what else we got for Ashley here? Oh, do you have a mustache? It's okay. Okay, it's okay. Okay, what else universe got to say for Ashley? Right off the bat, you did get a major arcana, Ashley. Said all you have to say for Ashley. No, a little bit more. That's all you got to say for Ashley. You got a major arcana first and a major arcana last. So maybe it's telling me, and this is the devil card, it's telling me, Ashley, that you are not trapped. You do not get tricked easily. This one is also the hangman, and it's reversed. This one is reversed, so somebody is trying to trick you, but it's not easy to do that because you are not a naive individual. You're not. So if somebody's trying to trick you, it's not working. So, because you're not naive, you can see stuff a mile a minute. No, I believe you're right. No, they can't trick you. You have the Queen of Cups, which is a Scorpio type of person, which tells me that either you have Scorpio, you are a Scorpio, or you have Scorpio like instincts, like intuition, which I think is pretty fabulous. I think it's fabulous that you have that wonderful, wonderful, wonderful intuition that leads you and guides you and lets you know when somebody has your best interests at heart and when somebody doesn't. Oh, well, looks like you have a good relationship with someone. It's going pretty nicely, or it's moving right along, and feeling pretty good. We all get a little bored sometimes, I guess, but this one looks like it's pretty good. I think it's, for now, it's a keeper. And, somebody agrees with me, recircled. So anyways, this is about Ace of Pentacles, which is new, something new. So this relationship might be starting anew, and somebody that you've met recently. It's not a very old relationship. So that's good. I mean, and it's sparkly, it's got a lot of potential, is what's shining brightly. So that's good. I love that. I love that it's a good new relationship. And I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful that you've been on my channel for a long time, and I appreciate it. I really do. Um, let's see. And who is next? Fabe? Fabe? Is Fabe next? Fabe? Is it Fabe? Fabia? Faba? I can't pronounce her name, and I can't see where they were. Allie. Fabia. Yes, please. Thank you. Is it Fabia? Am I saying that right, Fabia? I did Allie already. I think I did him or her it first. I can call you Fab. All right. Fab. I like that. That's a good positive name. Fabulous. Fabulous. Cheers to Fab. Okay. What does universe have to say to Fab? Who is fabulous? What? When you start, I'm the first person you started watching when you started watching people. Thank you. Because you know what? What's really crazy, Ashley, is the other day I was getting disheartened and I was feeling like I'm just spinning my wheels, like I'm running in place. So I really did have, the thought of giving it up, just I can't do this. I've got a quad husband and it takes a lot, and I'm trying really hard to help us, with generating income and trying to help other people and help other people in different situations than just myself. And I was feeling like I wasn't getting anywhere. So thank you for saying for me not to give up. I appreciate that very much. So Fab, this is for you. Let's see what universe has to say to Fab. Okay. Oh, oh. Fab, you have had a loss. And it could have been a loss of, a passion or a person. And if it's a person, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if it's an animal. I'm sorry if it's um, a passion, something that you really loved to do. I guess I'm a small contractor YouTuber. I sure ain't making no money at it, that's for sure. But money isn't everything, is it? So long as I've got beautiful people in my community, I'm pretty happy. Because money is just a tool to get you the things that you need and you want. That's all it is. And this is for Fab. This is all you have to say to Miss Fabulous. Or Mr. Fabulous. Miss Fabulous. Looks like you're a female there. Oh, I'm sorry. I've seen that in the cards. It's the one that flipped up like that, So I'm sorry about that. I think that's all it has to say. Also, this one flipped up, and this talks about, I don't know if you know what ruby zozite is. If I had one on me, I would be showing it to you, but I gave my ruby zozite ring to my friend Judy, who just lost her husband. So I don't have that, but I would show you what it is. And it literally absorbs your grief. And, it's okay. And it can absorb grief of any kind. People think, okay, it's just death grief, but it can absorb grief of any time. And like if you've lost a love, not necessarily to death, but just lost that love, they've moved on or outgrown or whatever they've done, it still can help you to get over that grief of that person. But also for Fab, it's talking about you need to maybe do some traveling and maybe find yourself and find some new cultures and some new ways of seeing things and learning things and being, or maybe even go back to school. And I don't think you're ever too old to go back to school. I think the more you learn, the more knowledge you gain, the better off you are. And that's what this card is about. Some people think it's the end because it's the last card in the tarot deck, but actually it's the middle card because major arcana is first and then the minors are thereafter. So it's about education. It's about seeing things that you never saw before. It's about learning things like different cultures and different from different places. Even in the United States, from state to state to state to state, there are different cultures and different traditions that you can learn. And this is a major arcana, as you know, this is your only major arcana so far, but it talks about uh, being uh, learning different cultures, different ways of doing things, or maybe doing some traveling just to relax and get away, or take a cruise somewhere and meet some new people and dance your heart out. They say the best way to get over somebody is to find somebody else, but I don't know that that's true. But that's not what the cards are saying anyway. I know that you feel a little bit down, and it's okay. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel lost. It's okay that you feel that way. What's not okay is to live there. Don't live there. Get you some, uh, well, I think you need to travel for real. I think that will help you out tremendously. I know, sometimes it can be hard if you don't have the way to do it. And I think that it will help with depression, and it will help with you emotionally, as well as being more knowledgeable. And that's a major arcana as well. Now, and this talks about this is the King of Wands, and this is an Aries type of individual. So Aries are usually chasing the shiny, and sometimes it's hard, to chase after somebody who's chasing after the shiny. So I don't want to say stay away from Aries, because Aries can be a lot of fun and a lot of a good adventure. So maybe you need to take an Aries with you. They say if you want to have a good time, though, take a Sag. But Aries are fire signs too, so they may be giving you some really good ideals and some really cool places to go. And I think that maybe you should listen. They're always chasing the shiny, so why not? Why not chase the shiny for a minute? Uh, this does say you need to take action where your talent, your money, your creativity is concerned. If you feel like writing about your adventures, you can write about them. And you never know, people may want to go where you go or see some of the things that you've seen, like go where the non-tourists go, and maybe write about that, write about your adventures and why you took it, and see if people aren't interested in that, or you never know, you can give them a roadmap and send other people on a wonderful, wonderful adventure of their own. So I think that's cool. And this talks about picking your battles. You don't really have any battles to pick. You're just within yourself. You do. You have that. I feel. I want to, but I don't feel like it. So you're battling within yourself, but it's not a major thing. I think that you can decide, okay, today is a new day. I am going to handle this day one day at a time, 1 minute at a time, 1 second at a time. Yeah, I'm going to get up and see what the world has to offer me today. And try to talk to yourself in a positive way, and just love yourself, love you, and don't fight amongst yourself in your head. Okay? So that's what that had to say to you, Fab, because you're fabulous. Come on now. With a name like Fab, you're fabulous. So be your fabulous self. Let the world see you. Okay, who was next? Anybody? Anybody next? Yeah, overthinking is rough. It sure is. I do that sometimes myself. I think we all do. Sometimes we overthink things and we get and sometimes people are so serious that they don't even get a joke you're trying to relay, you know. It's like, don't be so serious. You got to laugh sometimes. You can't overthink everything all the time. So yeah, try not to overthink. That's the battle probably going on in your head that you're battling with yourself over. And try not to guess what somebody else is thinking, because sometimes you never know. Your instinct, your intuition tells you, you know, maybe some hints, but it doesn't tell you exactly what they think. Everybody has a uh, mystique about them. And hopefully everybody's staying mystical, you know? And ruby zozite is the stone, Fab, that I use to help with grief. So anybody else got anything for me? Anybody else out there in YouTube world? Maybe I'm going to ask about my cat, or the cat that adopted us, I should say. I'm going to see if he's gone. Let's see if Sammy's gone. You guys want to? You're so welcome. I hope you have a fabulous life. I really do. As your name suggests. And I hope you have fun traveling. I want to hear about your adventures when you go. That's for sure. You have a fish? That's good. What kind of fish? What kind of fish do you have? Children? What kind of fish you got? A betta fish? A shark fish? What kind of fish? Angel fish? I like angel fish. I think they're pretty. Kissing fish? Betta fish. Ooh, I hope you don't put nobody else with him, because they mean, them betta fishes. They're solitary creatures. They like to be by themselves. They sure do. They're like, I want to be in my bowl by myself. I don't want no company. I got all the company I need outside the bowl. Let's see. How's Sammy Universe? Is he with Festus over the Rainbow Bridge? Where's Sammy at? Oh, he's gone. I just can't find his little body. Hi, Marina. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. It's kind of hurts my heart a little bit. I guess I need to get me some ruby zozite. But at least I know he's not suffering and that he is looking out for me. The other day, I'm going to tell you guys a story. I was, I had my porch light on, and I looked out my window and I saw a shadow of a cat standing there on the porch. And I was like, oh, there's Sammy. And so I go and I run over and I open up the door, and he wasn't there. And I was like, what is causing that shadow? But it was him telling me he was okay. I just refused to believe it. So he's okay. He watches out for me. I know he does. And he waited till I got those kittens before he took off. Yeah, he probably was saying goodbye to me. But, I'm glad he's not suffering. That poor little cat had a horrendous little life. I'd let him come in the winter, and until I got the other cats, he would come in a lot. But when I got the little kittens and the mama cat, he stopped coming in. He's like, nope, don't want to, nope, I don't want to be those kittens. I always come back. Okay, that's good. Let's see. That was when I saw the shadow of the cat. I think that was about 3 days ago. 3 days ago, I think I saw it because I was telling Kevin he was up and it was dark and I had the porch light on, so someone was coming that night. And so I was like all excited because I thought it was Sammy, and it was Sammy, just not in physical form. Thank you, Jackie. Yeah, it's getting close. It's Sunday. 16 years with me and Kevin. So that's pretty exciting. I'm happy about that. So you guys, please hit the like and subscribe. And if you want to see when I'm coming on live, hit that bell. It'll let you know. Or if I've got a new post or something that you may have missed, you can hit that bell. I think it will help you to uh, be notified when I'm on. So that will be cool. Yeah, I was gonna take Kevin for a ride in the van on our anniversary and maybe go for a little picnic, but we had a really busy week and he had a really busy week with the dry run and then the funeral, so I'm not sure he's gonna want to go, but I said maybe we can just do, put the net over the umbrella and sit out on the back porch for a little while so he doesn't get eat up by bugs, but I thought that would at least be nice, something to do that it wasn't, you know, going anywhere or jostling around because it really does hurt him. He's starting to get feeling back, which is a good thing. It's a good thing that he's getting feeling back, but it hurts, and I know it hurts, but it's a good sign. And I keep trying to tell him that, but he still hurts, and it's bless his heart. He's a wonderful man. I am a lucky woman. I am. That's for sure. So I got another really cool uh, thing to tell you guys. I one of Kevin's cousins, I guess she's my cousin too now. She came over the other day and we were talking, and her mother had passed. That was Kevin's mom's sister, and she had passed after Miss Sue had passed, and so she came over and she was talking, and we were talking, and I was telling her about mowing my grass and twisting my knee and stepping in that hole and twisting my knee, my new replaced knee. And the next thing I knew, the next day, some guy was mowing my grass. He was mowing the front yard and the backyard, and I didn't know who he was. So I went outside and I was going to say, thank you. That's so kind. And he says, you don't mind me mowing, do you? And I'm like, oh, heck no. Thank you. I was just coming out to say thank you. And I offered him, of course, a drink, a sun kiss, because, that's all I have. So I thought that was pretty amazing. And it was one of our neighbors. I think it's Pam and her husband, but I don't really know them. But Sherry does, and Connie across the street does. So um, I think that it's pretty great, really is, that people are helping us as much as they can, and I think that that is fantastic because we all need to help each other as much as we can, whether it be with time or money or food or mowing your grass, however you can help somebody. I think that we need to do more of that. And we also need to stand up for democracy, guys. I mean, for real. We are going to be so in a worse place if we do not stand up and, you know, Rosie Riveter, here we come. So I think we all need to stand up. I think he thinks he's very blessed. Sometimes I wonder, I mess up. I'm only human, I do the best I know how to do, and that's all I can do. And he knows that, and he knows how much I love him, and he knows how much I would walk to the end of the earth for him. if they're flat, so I'd just be walking in a circle, I guess, but you never know. But does anybody else have a question or anything like that that they want to ask me? No? Maybe? Possibly? I hope everybody hits the like and subscribe button, because I really can't wait to give away this quote that Eleanor made, because it's so beautiful and it's so warm. And I just, I cannot wait to give it away. I can't wait to see the excitement on somebody's face when Lily picks another name out of the bowl when it's time. Your dog has been restless at night. Huh. Like restless, like, well, let's see what the cards have to say, and then I'll ask that question. Why is Gina's dog being restless at night? You know, I do believe animals are more sensitive than humans. I think they see things and know things that, you know, or, you know, they even pick up on your inner feelings, your emotions. Like when I went to that Democratic luncheon today and I came back and little Lily was just meowing at me like, how could you leave? You know, you were gone for way too long and there was nobody here. And then she's rubbing all over me. You know, she can, you know, pick up on things just like animals do. And I feel like that could be, this is just June talking, not what the cards are saying, Gina, but I think that she could be sensing something, whether it's your anxiety or her own, but she could be sensing something's about to happen. That's just me speaking. That's not what the card said, but that's what I say. Let's see what the cards have to say about that. About Gina's dog. Is this BB or a different dog? Is that it? Okay. Is that it? Oh, I love German Shepherd mixes. They're so smart. And they're very protective. Very, very protective. And she might be having a nervous something because she's expecting something. I think she's expecting something to happen. Not necessarily to her, but to you or to someone close to you. Okay, let's see what the deal is with BB. Now, this one flipped up, so I'm going to read it first. And there's an opportunity, and I feel like this opportunity is for you, Gina, and the dog is sensing it, and it's making her a little nervous because you're home with her, and I think it's just making her a little nervous, and I feel like that you have to uh, reassure her, like when you leave, you're coming back. You know, it's not like you're going to be gone forever, you know, because they get anxious and you know, they want to be with you and protect you. And I don't know if you can register um, her as a service dog or not, but I would try because I think that will help her anxiety, because she feels like something is coming, and it doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. I think she really is sensing some things that are coming up, and it's not a trick, you know, it's not a trick. Oh, well, then you can take her with you wherever you want to go. You have papers and stuff like that. You can take her with you wherever you want to go. She feels like that it's a trick, though. She feels like, you know, wait a minute, you're going and I can't go. Why can't I go? I want to go. And she feels like there's a trick coming on. There isn't, but she feels that way. So I feel like she's got uh, anxiety going on. Is she losing her hair anywhere? Because that's a big sign. And uh, I'll get to that one, Jackie, in just a sec. Yeah, I think she has anxiety, and there is CBD for cats and dogs as well that will help them with their anxiety. And there's also a herb called holy basil, and that helps me with my anxiety and my nervousness. Maybe ask the right ask universe what you can give her to help her with her anxiety, because I think that's exactly what it is. And then you have your major arcana, which this was straight up, and this tells me that um, it's time for you to the Hierophant for me is more of a religious card or a religious scholar, and it's telling me that I don't really believe in uh, religion, but because I believe it was invented to control the masses, but I do believe in the higher power. So, anyway, I think it's time for you to maybe write some of your own recipes down, to write some of your own ways that you do to calm her down, because um, sometimes uh, prescription drugs are just chemicals, that are mixed together. And sometimes more natural remedies are better. They really are. So maybe do a little bit of research, and I'll try to do some research as well and drop you an email, Gina, and see what I find out about that. Okay? And then the last card for you is the King of Swords. And um, the King of Swords is more of uh, a Libra type of sentiment, but you got to find balance. And maybe for your dog, she has to find balance, and she's not getting a balance of what she needs versus what she thinks she needs versus the balance of the medicine that she's getting. And sometimes you got to up the dose, sometimes. So that was it for that. And then there was somebody else that asked about her husband's um, surgery coming up. Who was that? Who was that? Asked about that. Um, so let's see. Who was it that? Oh, Jackie Coons. Um, these two kind of slid off when you asked that question while I was reading for Gina T's dog. These two slid off, and one is a major and one is a minor. Now, the major one says um, that, of course, it's going to happen. He's going to have the surgery. It is going to be a hard recovery, though. And it's going to be hard on him and hard on you. Uh, I don't want you to worry about it. I mean, Kevin's situation is hard as well, but I think when you take on that burden, Jackie, it'll be okay. You won't mind. And he may be a difficult patient, but try to keep your patience with him and understand that his physical body is going through some things, and if they give him medicine or he gets a UTI, that things can get a little ugly or a little weird. Some people take drugs to get that weird, but all they have to do is get a UTI and they're crazy. But, so try very hard to be the wonderful, supportive, beautiful person that you are, and let him see you be wonderful and supporting. And try not to get overburdened, because you can get tired and then you'll be sick yourself. So it's a big burden, but you can do it. I have faith, and he can pull through if he allows himself and you and the doctors and nurses to take care of the situation for him. Thank you, Eleanor, for telling me that my subscriptions popped up a little bit higher. I can't wait to give this quilt away, so I can't wait, and I hope people view. I need my hours, my viewing hours, to be higher, or they won't let me monetize anything. Woo! Time to celebrate! Yay! Our viewers are going up. Woo! Let's celebrate. I wish I had a beer. I'm glad you enjoy my readings, Linda. I appreciate it. I really, really do. I really do. And wow, that's exciting. Yay! I want that to happen so badly. I don't want to. Whoop, somebody just went by. I don't want that to happen. I mean, I want that to happen. I want that to happen so badly. I don't want to. I don't want to give up. I'm not a quitter. Nobody likes a quitter. I'm not a quitter. So I just, everybody gets down every now and again. So we just gotta learn to pull ourselves up and get back on the horse and keep trying, keep trugging along, keep trying, keep moving, keep doing. Because the more you move, the more active you are, the more younger you feel, the more like you can feel like you can do stuff and be a part of society, and have a wonderful community that I have here in on my channel. I think it's just a beautiful group of individuals, and not only because they're watching me, but because you participate. And there's a card sticking to me. What is that? Ooh, justice. Okay, maybe I'll get some justice. That will be awesome. Some good justice. I need some karma looking at me and saying, hey, I'm going to give you something good because you deserve it. So that's cool. Oh, I hope they will. I really like the twins. I want to do another collab with them. I reached out and they seem to be wanting to do it too. So I'm super excited. I like them guys a lot. I listen to them every day. So, oh, me too. I really do. I look forward to it myself. And I really, I like those guys. I listen to them every day. Them and the Midas Touch and a few others I'll listen to. See what that is. Oh, we don't like that card. I'm not gonna watch the card. I don't want I don't want the tower. Nah, I'm not getting the tower. Yeah, I heard Gary mention it, so I hope he reaches out to me soon. I know that they've had some anniversaries going on of late and some stuff going on with their lives, which is good. And thank you, Gina, for putting my Venmo out there, because Lord knows I need some help. Best way I know how to do it. Thank you, Gina. You're always so sweet to me. I appreciate you. And Eleanor and everybody. Actually, I appreciate everybody, and I appreciate the support that you guys are giving me, and it helps me to be more supportive as well, both with our economy and Lena or Linda G. Yeah, I wouldn't mind reaching out to her either. I would, yeah, I wouldn't mind it at all. I would love to see how her and I jive. Um, because I think that she's been reading a lot as well, or for a long time anyway, I think. That's the way I gathered. And I would be interested to see if our psyches are similar, if not the same, because uh, we think a lot alike, I think, from when I seen her. Ah, I hope she would like my sense of humor. And sass. Yeah, I can be sassy. I can be scrappy too. But I want to be, I want to stick up for all of us. I want us to be the democracy that we're supposed to be. I want us to be the people we're supposed to be. And I want people to help everybody. I want to help everybody. I want people to help everybody. I want everybody to open the door for everybody so that, or let somebody cut in line in front of you. Some things don't cost anything, but they mean a lot to some people. So why not be kind? If you have to choose kindness. So even when people really make you mad, and sometimes people really make me mad, like the, the taco in the White House, he really makes me mad. And it takes everything I have just not to write him a letter and tell him what a dumbass he is. Yeah, but, and I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer either, but, you know, I'm like, dang. So, but you gotta be nice. They say kill them with kindness. So that's what I'm trying to do, is send some positive energy that he will wake the hell up, or get some smarts about him, read a book, something. Or, cross over so he can see things the way he's supposed to see things. you know? Go ahead and cross over there. See things the way you're supposed to see things. Because they do say that on the other side, they see things in a different perspective than we, the soul living in the human body, get to see it. So, and I know Harmony has shown me a lot of things. She's kept me out of jail before. Because I got a bad temple sometimes. I have to agree with that, Marina. Kindness is becoming a rarity, especially in red states. I don't know if you guys live in a red state, but kindness is a rarity in a red state. And I mean, up and down my road, I mean, I know there's a lot of Trumpers up and down my road, but one of those Trumpers, I do believe, if he was a Trumper, probably not, since he mowed my grass for nothing, because somebody asked him to. So, I don't know. Maybe even Trumpers can be kind when they want to. So there you have it. Even Marjorie Taylor Greene has been stepping up. I'm like, what in the hell? She fell off her tractor or something and busted her head. I don't know what happened to her. And still don't really like her. But, she sure did get Trump down the road the other day. I don't know who Denise is, but be interested to find out. Anybody else have a question, or anybody else have a comment on the taco in the White House? And it's really weird that he wants to deport Puerto Rican Mexican people when he is like their food. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Denise Knight. Is she the goddess, tarot goddess? Hi, Olive. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. It's just crazy. We were talking about, I was joking about birthright citizenship, how he wants to demolish it, or how he wants to get rid of it. And I was kidding, and I was getting up to get more coffee, and I was going to buy the few people that were in there the cup of coffee. And so I was getting up to buy some coffee, and I said, well, now y'all, if I don't come back, it means that they deported me because I'm a birthright citizen. Because my ancestors ain't from here, except for my grandmother. She's from here, North Dakota, actually. So, but I'm still a birthright citizen, right? I was born from, well, my dad was born here, but I was born from his parents, was his father was an immigrant. So we're all birthright citizens unless you're Native American, and then not so much. So we can all be deported, I guess. I have to agree with you on that one, Linda. Yeah, they claim to be Christian, and Christians are supposed to love thy neighbor as thyself. They are supposed to do onto others as they want done onto them. They are supposed to help, like pay somebody's electric bill, or help plow a field or build a barn or something, but they don't. You don't go to my church? Oh, I'm sorry. I can't help you. You don't go to any church? Oh my goodness. Yes, it is cruel. Christian people are Denise Knight definition. I don't know if I. She wasn't a citizen until 1988, well after they were born. Ah, yes, they could. I wonder how he would like that. Well, oh my God. I saw that on the news, Jackie. Holy crap. You know, and I've been to the Everglades. I have. And you can take an airboat. And if the gators aren't hungry, they're just not going to eat you. There's got to be a way in and a way out, right? So if there's a way in and a way out, you can find a way out. So, uh, will we send 5,000 people to the Everglades? Let's find out. Let's see what universe has to say to that. Oh, that Denise. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we don't want to overstress her with my wisdom, I guess. She's got a lot on her plate, so that's okay. I'm glad that she has some people that watch her and follow her, and I'm glad she's busy. I mean, that makes my heart happy. I'm glad she's busy. Oh, thank you, Eleanor. I appreciate you so much. You just don't know. And then whoever that spirit was that just went by, appreciate you too. Yeah, she has some sass. You know who I like the best? I mean, not reader-wise, but is Jasmine Crockett. Talk about sass. That chick don't care how she says it, what she says, that bleach blonde, bad, butch built body. I was like, you tell her, girl. That just, oh, I loved it. Denise is following your husband's health closely, and I hope that she is seeing a better outcome than, well, not outcome, but a better prediction than I had, which is going to be a long, hard, she follows Taco's health closely. Oh, yeah, well, I hope that she has some good news for all of us. And him too, because you know what? He needs to see things the way they really are and not the made up way he sees it in his head. all the might mention you. Yeah, maybe they will. I mean, other people on other channels, yeah, I would love to do some collabs and just, you know, have different opinions on my channel. Nothing would make me happier. Well, Kevin walking would make me happier. Other than that, nothing would make me happier. Ah, that sucks. Oh, I hope that doesn't happen to Jasmine Crockett. No, it won't happen until he crosses over. I agree with that. He is not going to see anything out of his made up mind until he crosses over, and then he's going to see wholehearted clearly what an idiot I was. I'm going to have to come back and do this life over. Damn. You know, karma's going to get him. I hate to say it, but money ain't everything. Ooh, maybe that's what that justice card meant. Karma's coming after him, coming after the taco. That could be cool. So let's see, are the 500 or 5,000 people going to be sent to the Everglades? There's a song, it's called, what's it called? It's by Stranger, and they talk about 3 days in the Everglades, and you better watch out or you end up as a gator snack. Chomp, chomp. It's a great song, and it's like they love to go the Everglades and ride the airboats and have fun. Gator chasing. Let's see. I have a feeling it's going to be yes, but I also have a feeling it ain't going to work much. It's not going to be like Alcatraz. Sorry, Trump. I think that's funny. Here's our answer. Yeah, he's going to do it, but it ain't nothing to celebrate. He's going to find out that they can get out just as easy as they got in. And you got the Queen of Swords, which is a Virgo type of individual. And, you know, Virgos are very good listeners. And a lot of times when you have somebody that opposes you that's a very good listener, they find ways to, I won't say sabotage, but they find ways around things because they're listening, and they're listening to your plan, and they're listening to your way of doing things, and you might have a loophole in there, buddy. So go Virgos, keep on listening to what he's saying and find a way to get some of those innocent people out of there. Hope you got an airboat. Let's see. Anything else, guys? Damn taco. I almost makes me not want to eat tacos, and I like tacos. Because I ain't no chicken. I don't like chicken tacos. I like beef tacos. Well, I'm just playing with these cards like I've got a question or something. I don't know. I'm just playing. I like shuffling these cards. They're so easy to shuffle. And I did get a deck from Eleanor. Thank you so much. June question. Okay. Bean tacos. I like bean tacos too. I like bean burritos. Oh, okay. Let's see who that orb is that's surrounding you. Yes, I remember. And yeah, I saw it the other day when we were having our chat, and I saw one float around you. I think I know, but I think too that you have a connection with some animals, and I think that some of those animals that you had a connection with when you were younger that nuzzles up to you are still with you. They're like your spirit animals, and they're like, I want to send you something. I want to send you some joy. I want to send you some peace. And I think that that's what they're doing around you. That's just my intuition. But let's see what the cards say. Let's see what universe has to say. And there just went one by me, a little one. So I believe that was a little animal floating around. It's probably Sammy meowing at me to feed him. Let's see. Orbs that follow Eleanor. Ooh. I know that you have a few people on the other side, Eleanor, and I feel like, I think that the one that I saw was more of an animal, but than an individual. That could have been. It was a big animal. I think you might have been an animal tamer or an animal whisperer in a different life. Is that it? I think that's it. All right. And this says, okay, there are three major ones that are following you. I don't necessarily think you were close to all three in this lifetime, but they're watching you. They're watching over you. They are protecting you, and they are trying to talk to you in the best way that they know how. Sometimes they can make a light flicker or have you call somebody on the spur of the moment or have somebody call you on the spur of the moment because they've got a message for you and they're trying to relay it. And I think that you're not hearing what they're saying, but you may not have got along with them in this lifetime, but they see things differently and they could be trying to apologize, possibly. And one of them this lifetime was, this is the Emperor Major Arcana, which is telling me that they thought that they were being fair and kind and ruling with a fair hand, when in actuality, probably not so much. But they tried the best they knew how this lifetime. Of course, on the other side, as we've been talking about earlier during this live, that they see things differently now. They see things how they really are and how they're supposed to treat people. And I think they're trying to do that now from the other side. And the last one is you need to celebrate them. You need to be happy that they're there. You need to embrace them and not try to chase them out or block them out. You need to hear what they're saying because they have an important message for you and you need to hear it. And you're not going to take it from like me or anybody else. You've got to hear it from them. It's between them and you. So embrace them, especially the little animals that are looking out for you all around, especially them. Embrace them. Feel comfortable that they're watching over you. It makes my heart happy that they're watching over you because you live quite, not that you can't take care of yourself. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that they watch over you and they love you and just like I do, and they want the best for you. And they're trying to show you how to get the best for you. That's what I think. Anybody else? Anybody else got a question? I hope that answered that, Eleanor, because if anybody deserves it, you do. And Gina T. And everybody else. watches my channel. I wish the best for everybody. Everybody. I do. Even people that don't deserve it. I guess it's time to hold on to some stuff. It says, don't get rid of everything, June. So I was thinking about having a yard sale and just throwing everything out there, starting all over, except for Kevin, of course, on his bed. But you know, I got to start holding on to some stuff. Anything on the horizon for Marina? Let's see. Anything on the horizon? Okay, universe, anything on the horizon for Marina? And I do want to say, guys, if you want to give me permission, just send me a comment. Probably not on the live because I don't always get our comments. I don't know how to do that, I guess. But send me a comment on one of my videos and tell me it's okay if I do a bonus reading for you at the end of my show. And I will keep a list of people that do that, as well as put your name in the bowl because you commented. But if you want like a situational reading or whatever, please tell me it's okay, because I don't like to do it without having permission. It's called ethics. It's called morals, something Donald Trump doesn't have. Oh, did I call him out by name? Oh my goodness. Anything on the horizon for Marina? Let's see. Universe, what is on the horizon for Marina? Okay, let's see what's on the horizon. I think it wants me to shuffle again. Okay, universe. What is on the horizon for Marina? Okay, I'll write your name down too, Marina. So I'll do that right now while I'm thinking of it. Okay. Marina Gable. What is on the horizon for Marina? Well, apparently, quite a few things, Marina's on the horizon for you. I hope they're all good. I think that's it. Okay. Well, right off the bat, you have a major arcana. It is reversed. Southpaws. What's the South Pole? Like, we live in the South in a very red state. Is that what you're telling me? Right off the bat, ooh, I'll ask that one in just a second, Jackie. Um, anyways, right off the bat, left-handed. I'm right-handed, but I can use both hands. I know it seems like I'm left-handed, but I'm not. I'm really right-handed. I can read upside down and read backwards, so I'm dyslexic. But your voice is, I mean, your voice is not going to be heard in the horizon, so you're going to have to learn to, or try to say things in a way somebody else can understand. But I think that you're going to be very happy and very comfortable in your surroundings, even though you're not being heard quite correctly. But you're going to be happy, I think. And then you have the Page of Pentacles upside down, and this is a Capricorn type of person. So either you're a Capricorn or you'll be dealing with a Capricorn. And Capricorns are very, this is immature Capricorn, so they might come across as being very selfish when in actuality they're very intuitive. But they're, you know, let me spend your money, not mine. So you might want to watch out for those. You will be dealing with some paper, a lot of paper. There'll be a lot of paper coming your way, and I want you to I will. Okay. Yeah. But if you gotta go, I'll try to get you a message there somewhere. Do I have your email or anything, Jackie? But anyways, Marina, you're going to be dealing with some paper, so definitely read it. And if you're writing, edit it. So you're going to be dealing with a lot of paper. It looks like, whether you're grading or teaching or writing something, you're going to be dealing with some paper. I don't know if you paint, but that could be it too. But that's more canvassy than paper. But I feel like there's a lot of paperwork coming your way. Then you have the Hangman. So definitely don't be naive about any legal documents that you may happen to get through the mail or any mail. Don't just throw it away thinking it's junk. Open it, read it, then decide if it's junk, because you could miss something in there. Then you also have the Hermit, which it's reversed. So you are lighting the way, probably for that Capricorn. You're lighting the way and being more not by yourself. You're not alone in this. And you're trying to light the way for others to follow. So you're doing a very good job of that, I will say. And that probably makes you feel really good. And I know it would me. And then you have the Ace of Pentacles, which is reversed. So you're bringing back old traditions, old creativity back to the forefront, which it needs to happen. So I'm glad you're doing it. Thank you for being the wonderful you that you are, because you're bringing old traditions back into the forefront. And I'm not talking about slavery. I'm talking about freedoms that we used to have that we lost. So you're bringing them back into the forefront. Thank you for that. Probably for your Capricorn. Now let me see. Will they find a cure? I just got this feeling that your husband has Lyme disease. Have they tested him for that? I know it's a very hard thing to find the answer to. They'll say he has lupus or whatever, and lupus is just a form of saying, I don't know what's wrong with you. So something came over me that he has Lyme disease. And that's usually by a tick or something of that nature, being bit by a tick or something of that nature, like a deer tick, a really small tick. But Jackie, yeah, I think he has Lyme disease. Let's see what the cards say, though. I could be wrong. Okay, I got more to say than I thought. I hope you're still on, Jackie, because I hope you heard that. And I understand these can run kind of long, guys, and I understand if you got a bail on me, but I think that's it. Let's see. Had a whoopee procedure 5 years ago and 2 years ago, and he had another surgery for black bile, and he's had trouble since the first surgery. He also had Lyme disease several times in his stomach. Um, yeah, I really feel like that Lyme disease is nothing to play with, and it I was gonna say F, and it messes your whole system up. It really does. So here's what the cards have to say to that. It says intuition. Um, I think that it is Lyme disease still, and I think it's in his blood. I don't think it's just in his stomach. I think it's everywhere. I think is he tired a lot? I bet he is. Um, Page of Swords. And sometimes you just got to be stubborn, and this could be a little bit of the point of surgery. Um, and diverticulitis is not a fun thing either. And he may have to have a colostomy at some point to help him digest. So um, he may have diverticulitis on top of Lyme's disease. So he may have to watch eating certain things like nuts and stuff that can cause not just a blockage, but a rupture of his colon and or intestine, and that would not be pretty at all. And it can make you very sick. So I hope that he is taken care. But it looks like that there's a new ideal out there that some doctors are working on for your husband, because not only is this a person card, an Aries type of card, it's a young card, which also tells me it's younger. So it's telling me that's a new surgery or a new way of testing somebody to figure out what's wrong, because a lot of doctors are just practicing. They don't always know. So there's new procedures and new ways of testing that come out all the time. So I really believe that they're working on it big time. And I'm with Eleanor. I want to send you your husband some positive energy and positive healing energy. And the last card is the Empress. It was straight up. And I think they're working on it. Yes. Do I think they'll figure it out? Yes, I do. So do not give up hope. Do not, because they're on the verge. They're this close. So I think that's awesome. And I cannot wait for them to tell you and your husband exactly what to do to fix him and to make him feel better. I can't wait. And I want to hear it when it happens. I want to hear what the doctors have to say, because I think they really are working on it and they really do care. I don't think it's like a doctor that, just a patient. I don't want him to get better because I get more money. I think they really want him to get better. So I think that's awesome. So don't give up hope, girl. They're almost there. Almost there. And it's hard, I know, trust me, to see somebody you love in pain or hurting or sick, and you feel like there's nothing that you could do to help them. I get it. I totally get it. I don't know. I think they're pretty close, according to the cards here. They're pretty close to figuring it out. I mean, if they knew he had Lyme disease in his stomach, it had to come from somewhere, right? So I think they're pretty close to figuring out what's going on. There's a gnat flying around. It's probably trying to drink my sun kiss. But get out here. Um, but I do. I know how you feel. I know that, sometimes it can be pretty frightening and scary to think that, they have to live their life in misery, you know, and that's no way to live. I know. But sometimes it's necessary for us to get better, and for us to allow people to help us get better. Like if Kevin hadn't had that accident, I mean, he may have died because he wasn't sleeping. The man was not sleeping. And now he's catching up on it. Sometimes you got to do things that you don't want to do. Ooh. Uh, yeah, hmm. Yeah, I think that they're going to take out some of his intestines and he's going to end up with a coloscopy. But, Kevin has a coloscopy, and if your husband has use of his hands, he can change that. He can fix that. And sometimes they're reversible after they get some of the issue within the stomach area done, so it's not feeding that cancer and it is digesting things correctly, if that makes sense, and it's not feeding that slow growing cancer, if that's what that is. But I think your doctors are getting very close to figuring out what to do about it. I do. So I am still going to be sending some positive healing energy right into his stomach and get rid of that green sludge. Anybody else before it's time for me to go and tend to the Kevin? Anybody else have any questions for me? Oh, you better answer that for sure. Is he in the hospital right now? I know that some of these last quite a while, so thank you guys for staying with me and being a wonderful support system for me and for Kevin and for everyone. Okay, yeah, I can do one card for signing off for everybody. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'll do that. I want to thank everybody for watching and staying with me and subscribing and getting me closer to giving away that beautiful quote by you, Eleanor. And thank you for monitoring my channel for me. I appreciate it. One card for signing off. This is like a good night, be kind to each other. Pay attention to your surroundings, guys. Don't be naive. Believe. In the words of the Buffalo Bills, Bill, leave, but believe. Have hope. Never give up hope. And thank you for the anniversary wish. I think it's going to be wonderful. We'll figure out something to do. Yeah, 3 times today this has came up. Yep. So I think it's just trying to tell us to be aware of our surroundings and to take care of one another. If you see something hurt, fix it or try to fix it, try to help it. Send positive energy to everybody that you know is sick. Send positive energy to yourself, to others, and be kind to one another and pay attention to your surroundings. Do not let nobody throw you in a van, especially if they got a mask on. Yank the mask down. Say, I see you. So with all of that being, oh, hi in the zone. Getting in a little late here, but Hopefully you can watch the rest of it. But with all of that being said, guys, most of all, stay mystical and be true to yourself and pay attention to your surroundings. That came up 3 times today. So there we go. So with all that being said, stay mystical.